everyone. I got a new pen today. And to celebrate, I'm gonna make a birthday cake. Got my paper here. That's sideways, right? Did it landscape because, I don't know, just because I felt like doing it that way. Nothing like a brand new Sharpie, look at that. So nice. So when I draw a cake, I like to start with the candles. So candles, of course, are just a pair of parallel lines. But then up here, I like to put like a little dribble of wax in there. And a little tiny black wick. Around the wick, I go like this. Backwards S shape, kind of C shape. And there's my flame. Do it again. So what I like about cakes is that they are kind of imperfect. I think it looks a little weird when cakes are perfect. Maybe you've seen some of those cakes out there that are designed to look like something they're not. Like a cake that looks like a shoe or something. That's a little weird. I don't quite understand it. Cakes should look like a cake. And they should all look a little different. They should all have a little personality. So here's some candles. This person's going to be 3 years old, I guess. Now cakes are basically big cylinders. They're flatter than they are tall. So I'm going to draw in here a nice kind of rainbow kind of shape. And then kind of bring it around. There you go. Now, like I said, I think cake should have personality. So don't be afraid to have your cake be a little wobbly. So that'll be the top of my cake. I'll leave that there for a second. Here I like to kind of just do a wobbly line, like the candles have been mashed in there. And I'm gonna start kind of pulling this together here. Now, a big part about cake is the frosting, the cool designs you can get on there. So to create the idea that this thing has been frosted, I like to kind of just go around like this and add another rainbow to the top, another layer. Like this is the ring of frosting on the edge of the cake. There we go. Now from here, just come on down. Don't do it too perfect though. We don't want a perfectly straight cake. Cakes can lean a little bit, cakes can be wobbly. What you do have to worry about is what I always talk about whenever I make a cylinder. Is you have to copy this line right here and put it right here. Don't draw straight across. Don't do that. That will ruin your drawing. So I'm going to copy the line above, just kind of following its contour. It's not exactly perfect. I mean, it's a little bit further away here than it is over here. That's totally cool. And then what I'm going to do is kind of do it again, like there's another ring of icing there. And then I'll come on down here one more time. It's starting to look like a barrel. My cake looks like a barrel. And copy that line one more time. If you want, I guess you could go back and do another thing of icing here. I like a lot of icing on my cakes. That kind of gives me the cake shape I was looking for. It's a little wobbly. Looks nice. Looks like something you want to eat. I don't want to eat something that looks like a shoe. I want to eat a cake. So I'm going to put my cake on a plate. To do that, I'm just going to kind of do this rainbow thing, except I'll flip it upside down and make it a little bit longer. Kind of bring it back around. So this will be kind of the edge of that plate. And I'll do another one here. There we go. And one last thing I like to do when I draw a plate is kind of from right here come down a little bit, draw in, right here come down a little bit, draw in. Plates are kind of like stretched out bowls a little bit, so I'm going to make my cake plate look like a stretched out bowl. Perfect. There we go. Okay. I think this would look good if you put a little shadow in here. Whenever you deal with candles, you're dealing with light. And I don't actually spend a lot of time talking about light when I draw these videos, but light is really important to artists. If I wanted to kind of accentuate that line, I could play around with this shadow. These candles up here would really chase the shadows underneath the plate here and make it look really like tight and dark. It wouldn't be a diffuse shadow, it would be a pretty pronounced shadow. So, something like this might look a little bit better if you have that shadow underneath. I'm not going to get too into it though. I mean, you could spend forever talking about light. What I'm going to spend some time with is giving this cake a little bit more personality. There it is. There's your cake's personality. Big cake eyes. He's really happy to see you. He's happy to see you because it's your birthday. Okay. One last thing I guess I would do, just because now I have a new Sharpie and I've got my new thin side here, is I might go back and do these real small lines on the side. Whenever you make a cylinder kind of shape, just adding a little bit to each edge of the cylinder really helps kind of create that rounded shape. So there you go. A nice happy cake. Alright. You know what? What the heck? I'm gonna add a little stuff up here. Just a little texture. I don't know what these are. Maybe sprinkles. Maybe those crumbles. Maybe something special. Good looking cake. Alright friends, thanks very much. See you around.